baby. Another trade incoming. Let's see what it is. Oh, there. Oh my God. No way. What in the world? That's the biggest trade of this series. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Accepting All Trades. And this one, based on popular demand, we're using the Nashville Predators. Remember, guys, after you watch this video, go to my channel, hit the community tab, and check out the poll that I posted, and you can vote on what team you want to see next. Anyways, we're in here. We're trying to make it 2 in a row. If you haven't watched the Tampa Bay episode that we did last time, go click the I button and check it out. Nashville, obviously another top team, so we should have a good chance at it, but you never know in this series. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's jump right into this episode here with the Nashville Predators. And as always, guys, before we jump into the sim, I want you guys to let me know in the poll above how you think the Preds are going to do in this episode. Will they win the cup? Can we make it back-to-back? Will they get eliminated from the playoffs, or will they even miss the playoffs? All right, I don't expect that. It'll be 100% failure if we miss the playoffs. Nashville, I expect big things from you. Let's get to it. All right, we're out here, and on the chopping block today, we have our top 2 defensemen on the team, Roman Josi and PK Subban. Josi's on a steal of a contract, so I'm sure he's a attractive trade bait, and 3 years left. Rene, $7 million at 2 years, our starting goaltender. All 88 overall. So Nashville, what they have is depth. They don't really have those superstars, those 90 overalls, but they do have depth throughout their lineup. I'm expecting big things. Let's check out the team. If you want to see what I'm talking about in terms of the depth, here you go. Their lineup: Philip Forsberg, their top forward, only 86 overall, but I mean, they only have 2 guys below 80 overall. So there's your depth right there. Johansen, Turris, Fisher, Bonino, good center core. Not great, but good. The wingers, again, good, not great. And then on defense, you just got a bunch of beauties here. Josi, Subban, they're on the block. Hopefully they don't get traded, but can't control that. Ekholm, Ellis, Irwin, Emelin. And then we've got Pekka Rinne in goal with UC Saros, the 2 Finns. So I'd say the one thing that's different about Tampa versus Nashville, if you want to compare the two, is Nashville's got better depth. Tampa's got those elite players in Kucherov and Stamkos. Nashville's in a tougher division on paper in the Central, whereas Tampa's in the weaker Atlantic. So, you know, different factors coming into play, but I'm still expecting big things from Nashville. Let's jump into the sim. Wow, so we almost went a full 2 months without a trade. I think that's the first time ever in the series that this happened, but we finally got one. A trade that really doesn't make sense to us at all. We're losing Emelin, who is a top 6 defenseman, and we're getting Steve Mason when we already have 2 solid goaltenders in our lineup. So it doesn't really make sense, but like always, can't control it, so we got to take it. That was probably the most uneventful first 3 months in the history of this series. One trade, which was bleh, and the Nashville Predators are actually hurting. They're in dead last in the Central Division, only by 2 points. 17, 18, and 3, a losing record. That's not good through a big chunk of the season. So they need to turn things around. Team leader in points is Ryan Johansen, not yet point per game with only 7 goals. Your first line center, you would expect a bit more from him. No real changes to the lineup. Forsberg's up 1 overall, which is good to see. Defense hasn't changed, except we got Anthony Boteto now on D, replacing Emelin, so that's a downgrade there. And I think Saros may have changed overall, but it doesn't really matter. We got Mason, but he's not cracking the lineup. So our team has really only gotten worse through the first 3 months. Let's hope things turn around. All right, back-to-back wins. That's what I like to see. And a trade rolling in. Okay, our defense is getting picked apart a little bit. We lost Irwin now. We're getting Michael Raffl, who may crack our 4th line. But yeah, I don't like the way things are going this episode so far. Yeah, Islanders, they're not trading us Tavares, so disappointing there, but we do get Johnny Boychuk. All right, so that'll help the D out a little bit. And Andrew Ladd. All right, things are starting to turn around a little bit. As long as teams take draft picks from us instead of roster players and giving us things we don't need, things should turn around, and this trade will definitely help. Baby, another trade incoming. Let's see what it is. Oh, oh my God! No way! What in the world? That's the biggest trade of this series. I didn't even register. I thought we were playing Ottawa. I thought Ottawa was going to trade with us. I see John Tavares. And I'm like, oh, okay, John Tavares again. Hello, other side of the lineup. We lose PK Subban and Pekka Rinne. Two of the players we put on the block are gone. And two of our best players. We got John Tavares. All right, fine. Bona fide first-line center. We got Hickey, severe downgrade from Subban, and Halak, a downgrade from Rinne. But maybe this is the change that we need. Or I'm not going to rule out this trade just yet. I would say we probably lost this trade, but maybe scoring is what we need. And if we can, compensate the loss of Subban and Rinne with Hickey and Halak, maybe this could work out. So you never know. I'm interested to see how this plays out. Probably be terrible, though. Now, a little nothing trade. Now we trade with Ottawa. Yarncrux gone for Wideman. All right, so not sure if we'll crack the lineup, but again, meh. Against St. Louis here. Oh, wait, one more trade coming before the deadline. Whoa, oh my God, how many goalies are we going to get? Jake Allen, that's literally our third, at least our third goaltender coming our way. Mason, Halak, now Allen. Where are these guys playing? We have bona fide NHL goalies buried in the AHL somewhere. We're getting rid of Ekholm, who's one of our best defensemen now. All we have is Yossi left. We literally lost Emelin, Irwin, Ekholm, and Subban. All we have is Yossi and Ellis left. Holy crap, what a episode. And with only 3 days before the deadline, that might be the last trade. Probably will be. Yes, it is. All right, so we're slowly climbing back into the playoff picture. We've got a nice amount of points. Forsberg has only got 52. He's our top scorer now. Johansen's dropped off. So nobody close to point per game. But again, there's the depth coming into play. Now let's see what this team looks like now, because it should be totally different. Philip Forsberg's now up to 88 overall. Okay, so that's what I like to see. We got our bona fide first-line center with John Tavares. Johansen actually moved down to the second-line left wing. Arvidsson, Turris, Fiala, Ladd's there. New acquisition, and Hartnell, Bonino. Okay, so looking pretty good. The depth got a little bit better, at least offensively. Yossi and Ellis, that's not a bad top two pair by any means. Hickey's a little weak for second line. Johnny Boychuk's all right. Wideman and Yannick Weber. So, I mean, our defense is a little hurting, but it's not an emergency. Then our goaltenders, Jake Allen and Jarl Halak. So that hurts. We go from Rinne 88 and Saros 81 to 83 and 82. I hope we can outscore our opponents now, because our defensive goaltending kind of just took a 180 this episode. All right, so we're going to sim right to the end of the season. Good thing is we're only 5 points out of second place in our division. So this season is definitely far from over. All right, Nashville can definitely squeak in. We just got to play well, score a bunch of goals. Johnny T, do your thing. Huge run right there against the Central. That was what we needed. I think that this win streak right here, oh my, we're hot. We're heating up, man. Oh my, what? Oh, season hasn't ended. Okay, one more day. Yes. Okay, there we go. Woo! Season has completed, and we are playing the Winnipeg Jets. All right, so another high-powered offense. Should be an exciting series. Let's see what happened during the season before we jump into it, though. Yo, the Central Division, I'm telling you, is good. We just squeaked in by 2 points. Those 2 wins against Minnesota were our ticket into the playoffs, 100%. The Central's way too good. 92 points is the lowest in our division. Where's the Pacific like? 84, Vancouver, that's not bad either. Vegas, 100 points. Again, they're doing it. LA, Edmonton made the playoffs. Wow. All right, so look at the East, Pittsburgh, Tampa, Columbus, Toronto. No surprises until we hit to Buffalo. Boston just squeaked in. Carolina almost made it. So, I mean, Detroit was terrible, as in real life, so fair enough. Getting the last playoff spot in the West, of course, we're playing the best team in the league, Winnipeg Jets. In terms of our team, in terms of points, Forsberg actually led the team. All right, so good on him. 88 overall, he ended up at 74 points. Didn't have a 40 goal score, not even 35. John Tavares, 66 points. I'll take that. Thank you for your services during the season. Johansen as well, 58. Even when he got dropped down to the second line. Okay, Yossi had a massive year. That's what we need. out of Roman Josi. 20 goals, 35 assists. That's big. Now the goaltender stats. Obviously, we can't see Rene's, which is unfortunate. 9.15. It's not too bad. Goals against average 2.4. It's a little high. Looking at the goalies across the league, Fleury, man, I'm telling you, he's going for his second Vezina in a row, if I'm not mistaken. He's got 40 wins, led the Vegas Golden Knights to another 100-point season. Save percentage, Dubnyk. Okay, so Dubnyk may actually take the Vezina here. His stats are across the board unbelievable. I think he's got it locked up. He has to. And finally, we see some fresh new faces. I mean, no surprises to see Crosby, Kane, Kessel up at the top. I don't even know where the heck Kucherov. Okay, Kucherov's way down here. Stamkos is not even close to the top. Kessel, McDavid here, 95 points. Brandon Saad. Chicago actually doing well. Defenseman Klingberg, wow, 73 points. Pietrangelo, Carlson, so that's a close race for the Norris for sure. Carlson got 23 goals. He almost would be leading our team in goal scoring at that rate. Letang, Ghost, Shattenkirk. No names that pop out. All right, looking at these playoff series matchups, we've got St. Louis versus Avs, which should be a good one. Like ours, of course, we've already talked about. Kings and Oilers, and Vegas and Dallas. Columbus and Washington, Pittsburgh and Boston. Great first round matchup. Leafs and Buffalo, the horseshoe rivalry there, the golden horseshoe, and Tampa and Montreal. Series we haven't really seen before. I'm excited for this playoff run. Let's get into it. Like always, through the first 3 games here, let's take one. Okay, we're down. Don't like going down. I'm used to blowing through with Tampa here. It's going to be a tougher playoff run for sure. All right, we tied it up. That's what I like to see. Take it. Yes, there we go, 3-2. Now we're ending it right now. Take it easy, Winnipeg. Grinded out that 6-game win after going down 2-1. That's what I like to see. 3 straight wins, and we're heading into the second round against a tough St. Louis Blues team. So let's go again through the first 3 games. That's just inconvenient. Okay. Where were we? Oh yes, we're down. 3 games to none. Lovely. We've scored 6 goals. It's not bad. Last game hurts. So, should we even look? Should we even look at our lines? Yeah, maybe let's take a peek. There's nothing to change. Team's so good. You know what? Can't really do much. The series has pretty much been out of our hands this whole time. So yeah, let's just have faith. All right. We need to get at least 1 game under our belt. Let's start with 1 game. And we'll take it from there, all right? Preds, come on. 1 game. Let's go. That's all we need. That's all we need. 1 game at a time, all right? Let's just win 1 game. And then we'll continue on to this shit. It was fun while it lasted. We're out of the playoffs. Made it to the second round. Got booted by St. Louis in 5 games. Let's go to the end of playoffs and see who took it. And it is the Los Angeles Kings. Wow. Okay, so that's, I'm not going to say that's a dynasty. What was it, 2012, 2014, and 2018? Nah, that's no dynasty. I mean, can you expect a different result when Andrew Ladd's leading your team in playoff points? And here's how the playoffs played out. So 6 games over Winnipeg for us, and then got booted in 5 by St. Louis, who in turn got booted in 5 by LA, who in turn booted Pittsburgh, who were going for their 3-peat in 5. So LA actually made quick work of all of their opponents. Pittsburgh also did until they ran into the Western Conference. Leafs lost a 7-game series to Buffalo. Oh man, that's disappointing. Art Ross goes to Sidney Crosby, had the most points. He's the MVP. James Norris to Klingberg, who had the most points by defenseman. Lady Bing to Patty Kane. Calder to Nico Hischier. Conn Smythe to Johnny Quick. Vezina to Dubnyk. Okay, I said it. Jennings to Hellebuck. Masterton to Jason Garrison. Kopitar wins the Bergeron Trophy. Crosby gets the Lindsay. And Malkin gets the Rocket Richard. All right, so nice to see a different Russian. At least if it's not Ovechkin, it's Malkin. Those Russians, man. They're good at scoring goals. Overall, that was a very entertaining episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Once again, head over to the community tab and vote on which team you want to see me do next. I'm thinking next episode, we might spice it up a little bit, okay? So you better tune in for that. I have an idea. We're going to execute it next episode. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. And until next episode, guys, I'll see you in the next one.